big, giant field for us again.
Oh, it looks really good, actually. Holy smokes. Wow, that swath is insane. Hey, it's real world, right? I don't have a perfectly square field, and this is just the way it is. Look at that. That is nuts. That swath is the sickest thing I've ever seen on a spray drone. Every second counts. Doggone it. Sucker ones that run empty all the way up there again. Ah. Come on, baby. It's seeing that corn blow up in front of it and then stop it.
Here we go, folks. Mike with NuWay Ag. Today is the big day. The T100 on top of the NuWay Ag trailer running in big fields. Big fields in my neck of the woods, okay? I know some of you guys have 640 acres in one block. I don't have that, but the biggest field that we have down the road, we're gonna go rip this T100 and fly at peak efficiency and see what she can get done. This is going to be for those custom applicators or those big farmers that have huge acres that just wanna see how much can I get done flying the T100 off of a NuWay trailer, doing 2-gallon work, running at the peak parameters that DJI tells us to do. So we're going to be flying 16 feet high, we're going to do 42-foot swath, and max forward speed. We're just gonna see what it does in 1 hour. We're gonna head to the field now, we're gonna hit the timer, and I'm going to be the dude swapping the batteries, filling the tanks, and letting the drone eat some acres. Let's go do it. I'm excited because this thing hauls. Let's go. We should get a gasoline truck, then we wouldn't have to move to the diesel. Or I could have just came over here. I didn't even think about that. I could have came right here, got diesel and gas. Okay, well then I don't feel so bad. I'm definitely not gonna need a full tank, but I'm gonna fill her up. All right, guys, here we are. Big, giant field for us again. I know. 200 and some acres right here. Really nice. There's a power line going down through it there, and we got this power line through here. So I'm going to get the T100 opened up, and then I'm going to fly it up over the power line if you wouldn't be comfortable going underneath it. Now for myself, I would be flying underneath it and then starting the mission, but you might be in a scenario where you have this same situation going on where you have the power line. And if you don't want to go underneath it, you just set your height, hop up over it, and then get started. Now that's going to affect my efficiency a little bit, but again, this is real world scenario on this type of field. What can we get done? So let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and get ripping.
Fill her up to the brim. Okay guys, so I know there's gonna be multiple different things that are going to be at play here. Like, can you do a full tank? Will the batteries get hot? Can you supercharge the batteries? So I'm just gonna fill it up completely full. This is not how I would run the most efficient way because I only wanna put in what the drone will do going down and back and then to the trailer. Because basically with this, it's probably gonna go down, back, and 3/4 of the way down. Then it has to ferry all the way back with an empty load. So for me as an applicator, I should think about that. Like, why do I want to go that far with an empty load? So down, back, and to the trailer is going to be better than it is to go what I just explained. But because of the battery consumption, you guys are gonna wanna know, can it supercharge? And I'm telling you right now, I know that a lot of you custom applicators out there, for some reason, hate the DJI generators. One is because it's loud. There is no doubt about it that the DJI generator is loud, but there is no generator on the market that produces this much power for the weight that this generator has, okay? The generator is loud, but you can supercharge your batteries. And so why mess around with figuring out if you need a 20 kW or a 40 kW or I don't know. That's just what I'm saying is if you buy the system buy the whole thing because the generators work. And I'm already seeing that the DJI 14,000 generator is more reliable than the 12,000 was. All right, and we hold all the parts for the generators, we repair the generators, rebuild the generators. They're not that big of a deal, okay? So I love this system. If you want something that works, guaranteed works, it's the DJI generator. So this field specifically, I built it on my app, on the DJI Smart Farm app. Not recommended. The reason I don't recommend doing that is there might be a power line out here that you can't see on Google Maps, or the trees might be further in than what's on the map, but I'm showing you that you could do this. You don't even have to fly the drone around the boundary, and that's how I like to do it. That's how most of our guys that apply for us do it, because you're spraying the boundary, okay? So, but I built it on my phone, I uploaded it to the cloud, then I downloaded it to my controller. So everything's already set in that field for me. I'm just gonna go ahead, hit start, swipe the drone, it's gonna take off, it's gonna come down to the altitude that was set, and then it's gonna rip. I just changed my mind to run the most efficient, and I'm already not doing that because I'm just going to keep filling the tank completely full. At some point, that's not going to make sense to fill the tank completely full if it's doing a bunch of small little rows right here. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to slide it underneath because I know that that's more efficient than taking it up, over, down. And then it has to go up, over, and then down again. And so I'm just gonna fly it into the field and then swipe it. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna wanna set a timer at some point here. I'll get my phone ready. As soon as we fire it up and then she starts ripping, then we'll hit start. Here's the timer. We'll set it right there. All ready? Gonna go ahead and hit begin. It's going to see the field that I built right here. I've already built this field on my phone like I told you that earlier. I can just go ahead and select the field. I can hit edit if I want to change any of the parameters. I'm going to come in here and hit 42 feet. Now it dialed it back to 41 because the computer does computing. I could go higher. If I hit plus, it's going to be 42.3. So let's just go back to the 41. So we got that done. We could come into advanced. We could do route and boundary if we wanted to. We can do boundary only. We can do single side spraying, but that's not for this video. Yes, go ahead and hit save. So something with the T100 is it has the 360 vision, the radar, and the LiDAR. And you can see right now I'm getting a pedestrian warning. It's because it can see us back here. And it's like, whoa, there's a pedestrian around here. Sure, you're good to go. So we're gonna get a lot of those warnings because of all the tech that's into this drone. Gonna go ahead and hit use. I'm going to hit how many gallons an acre? I'm gonna do 2 gallons an acre. I'm going to do 300 microns, hit apply. I'm going to do maximum flight speed, so I can just go in here. Height above the crop, 16 feet. And then we go ahead, hit start. Upload failed. Tell me more. 15 gallons. I have 100% battery, got that. Why is it telling me that? Let's go ahead and, because it's saying that it has excessive payload, use a fully charged battery. I do have a fully charged battery. I don't have excessive payload. Why would it say that? It's saying that I can only do 50. I wonder if it's because the battery temperature. Okay, so we're just figuring this out. The battery temperature is 39 degrees. All right, so I'm just gonna let out, get the battery warm. I'm gonna have to do that. Huh. So right next to the 24 that's red, it says 15. I'm gonna guess and say it has something to do with the battery temperature. 34. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. Yeah, we gotta get warmed up. Oh, it looks really good, actually. Holy smokes. Wow, that swath is insane. Look at that. That is nuts. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's gotta be every bit of 42 feet. Impressive. Ah, dude, and it was still wide right here once it slowed down. I thought it's not going to be, you know, maybe as wide until it gets up to speed, but it looked really good. So this battery is 80 degrees, it's 56%. Gotta get the batteries warmed up. Can you believe this is a real thing? Yeah, so when the battery is blue, then it'll only let you do a certain many gallons. Once the battery color on the top turns green, then we're good. That looks insane. So this is 16 feet, 42-foot swath, obstacle avoidance enabled, turned on. Hey, now we know, now we can tell people, if your batteries are cold, you're not gonna be able to do a full load right to start with. I think they gotta be like 90 degrees before they turn green. 88 degrees, it's green now. So it definitely comes back with fluid in it. It looks like a lot, but it's not a lot. Let's see how long it takes to fill this thing. And go. We would definitely put an 1.5-inch hose on here so it would fill even faster.
I mean,
58 seconds.
all the way to the top.
Yep. We got the batteries warmed up. Gonna get them all charged, and then we'll start running again. Okay, so we finally got our batteries warmed up. We're ready to rip. We're gonna send it out there full load every time. Now, I know that the battery, it's going to consume more battery because it's going to be doing little rows. As soon as it hits 30%, I'm gonna bring it back with product in it. That's where I will tell you that it's best to watch your controller if you're doing small lines. Stop filling your drone once the tank comes to the end of the row. But for now, for battery consumption purposes, we're gonna show you what it does. So I'm gonna manually fly and take it off, go it in there so we can get started as soon as possible. Here we go. Alrighty, here we go, rolling. Let's start 1 hour. I'll try to run as fast as I can. I am going to have to just fill it based on what I need, because I know that's just stupid, putting a full load in it when you know that it's not going to get it off because it's consuming too much energy. That would be stupid application, okay? So I'm just gonna run it like I would run it. All right, so here's an example that the drone would come back and head back and then run out there. I'm not gonna let it do that. So once it comes down, I'm gonna stop it and bring it back to the trailer and fill it up. Or watch my controller to see where I need to fill it up. It looks pretty. That swath is the sickest thing I've ever seen on a spray drone, no doubt. All right, so here I would manually fly it. I would come back like this. This takes a little bit of time to get good. Come on, I had the radar off, I don't care. And I'm gonna land it close to that edge so I can walk around the drone. I don't wanna rock around the drone, which is, I wouldn't pull batteries all day like this. This is where I'm gonna get myself in trouble with the batteries, because it went and it finished that middle row, but it knows it's gonna keep working that way, so it wants to wrap up this corner of the field. So it's carrying a heavy load with it to do these little lines, so my battery's gonna get just smoked on these small lines, which I should have been watching, and I should have just filled it enough to get these little lines done. I could have went right here, zoomed in, and then looked at where the next route starts, because it shows me right here. So I should have looked, it goes up, comes to that white line, comes over, starts here, comes down, and it'll keep following those white lines. I should have looked at that. Yeah, it's just gonna do little, shoot! I might get in trouble with batteries now. What you can do is just put less in your load, or less in your tank, and then you catch up. Right there, it's seen something, probably some of that corn stuff blowing around. So right here, I'm 30%. I should shut the drone off, like from spraying, and come back here. Because once my battery is below 30%, charging it below 30 to 90 will take longer. But I wanna get that little corner cleaned up, and then I'll bring it back. Now I'm 28%, and I still have 12 gallons in it. Not using my brain when I should have been. All right, as soon as it's done there, I'm gonna manually take it over and fly it over here. All right, so it's landing with 12 gallons of fluid and 19% battery, which is not good. So what I should do is I should see where it's gonna start, Yeah, and it's gonna wanna do these little lines back here. So I'm just gonna fill it up until that bucket is back here. Let me watch that. Hey, it's real world, right? I don't have a perfectly square field, and this is just the way it is. We're gonna see what I get done. Come on, baby. It's seeing that corn blow up in front of it and then stop it. Come on, baby. Stop blowing the corn around. Come on, this is hard on the efficiency. Corn's blowing around. Every second counts. Doggone it, sucker wants that run empty all the way up there again. Ah, I cannot let it do that because that's gonna be out of control. Anytime the drone has to stop for any reason with such a heavy load, 26 gallons, that battery starts getting chewed down like crazy. It was seeing the corn flying around it, the LiDAR picked it up and then it stopped. And just that 15 seconds that it took to reset it, to tell it, hey, it's no problem, keep going, it ate the battery down a lot. 45%, 10 gallons. And I don't know that I want to let this drone go all the way down there and run empty, but I'm going to because it has a full load and that's what I'm sure you guys are curious to see. This would not be, you would stop it right now, you would bring it in, and you would load it back up. Because look, it's gonna go all the way up here and run empty way back there. 38%. Once it gets underneath that 10 gallons, the battery goes down way slower. That thing is smooth. So 33%. So there we go. I let it run out way up there. Now it's got to ferry all the way back. Okay, I'm not going to fly it underneath the power line because the corn is blowing up. I'm just gonna swipe it and let it go. That way, maybe it won't get stopped. We got 4 gallons, we're 3,000 feet away, we got 20%. I'm telling you guys, this sucker covers some acres, for sure. I mean, without even trying right now, we're gonna beat 80 acres an hour. Like real world, like land, swap the battery, fill the tank, go back. 80 acres, one drone, it's insane. Returning to home, 12%, 75 acres. We're only gonna get one more load done. Come on, T100. We only have 10 more minutes for 1 hour. We've covered 75 acres. This will be like the longest run, the next one. It's gonna go up and then hop over one line. That'll be our longest run. I think you can say in nice fields, realistically, 80 acres an hour. That's with one guy swapping batteries and doing all of that. Yeah. Well, there we go. We just crossed 82 acres. Dude, that swath is sick.
It's just rolling.
Gosh, I think if I could get it back fast enough, get like a half a load in it to quickly get it out there,
Yeah.
I could do 90 acres. I'm 87 acres right now. I got 3 minutes. Come on. 2 minutes. I'll count that load. Okay, well, the drone's going out for its last load. I'm at the end. I got 58 minutes in so far. And so it's not gonna get that whole load off in 2 minutes, but I will be 90 acres an hour on this field, right? I had small lines over here it needed to do, then it went across, did small lines over there. This is real situation, like this is how it is. I did 90 acres without sweating hard. Of course it's cold, but no pun intended there. All right, so we got 89.2, 59 minutes, 89.6. Oh, we're so close. 90 acres, 59. Look, we got 90 there and 59 minutes and 30 seconds. 90 acres, 90.7. That's like me filling up the drone and swapping the batteries and everything. T100 returning it home. What I was saying, you're gonna have to know battery management. You will not want to fill this drone to 26 gallons every time. You gotta know how long of a spray path it has, because if it's going to carry the 26 gallons with it all the time, it just consumes the battery too fast and then the charger can't keep up. I gotta fly this thing manually, it's at 5%. Come on, don't you land yet. Don't you land yet. Come on back here, come on back here. %. So that being said, it rips, it gets a lot of acres done. I think if you have really nice fields, nice wide open, you can do 90 acres an hour. I am very confident in saying that with the parameters that DJI is telling us. You know, you're probably like me, you look at those parameters and you're like, oh no, they're like fudging the numbers so you can get more acres per hour done. That might be true. So I'm going to do another video where I'm running 38-foot swath, 12 foot above the crop, and let's see what it can do, okay? If you run with those parameters that DJI is telling us, I think 90 acres per hour in the right fields is no problem. No problem at all. Because here, I wasn't even running full-length routes. If I'd have a full length where I'm doing a 640 acre field and it's a square, I bet I'd be really doggone close to that 100 acres per hour. So, but on this field, this 250 acre field with the shape that it has, I am running right at 90 acres per hour. I think that's insane, absolutely insane compared to where we started. I started with the T40s and now we're at T100. This is going to be insane how many more acres you can get done. If you're a custom applicator, that's going to help you with revenue. If you're a farmer, you're gonna be getting more stuff done in one day. So I'm excited to see what it gets done. If you guys are looking for T100s, get a hold of us, NuWayAg.com. You can also call the team, 234-271-2767. But that's all I got. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and more T100 interesting content coming. I'm telling you, it's going to blow acres out of the water, this thing. All right, let's keep ripping on the next one.